Scorpio. Scorpio, welcome to 8 House Things. Thank you so much for joining me for your reading. I'm so happy to say that you guys were my most views for the January readings. This is a little late. I'm so sorry about that. February was really intense, and going into March, the energies are just as, if not more intense. So we've had a very hectic start to the new year. So I hope you're keeping your sanity, Scorpio. I hope you're doing things that are reflective of self-love and just taking care of your physical body, your mind, and your spirit. I also do personal readings. You can reach me at mfirst@gmx.com. And if you reach out to me and you let me know you're a Scorpio, your reading will be free because you guys had watched, I had the most views for Scorpio for Jan. So this is the February reading. And when I was meditating on your energy, the words "couldn't be bothered" came up. And I'm curious to find out why. So this is my last shuffle for you, Scorpio. Then we'll start with 4 cards. Actually, let's do one more shuffle, then we start with 4 cards. Let's do this. Four cards for Scorpio, please. 4 cards for Scorpio, please. Ooh, the 4 of Cups in reverse. The Ace of Cups. The Knight of Wands. And the Queen of Coins in reverse. Honestly, I feel as though the 4 of Cups should be upright. Just looking at the spread, I'm like, why did you come out in reverse? So what, you want all the cups, Scorpio? You want them all 4 of them, and the Ace of Cups. Lots of your energy coming out here with these cups cards. It's like I just heard the words "the glory is yours." Something about glory. Something about glory, but also not being so much in your selfish ways. Expelling the selfish ways, if you will. That's what I keep hearing. I'm just like, what a fascinating spread. I don't think I've ever experienced, which is how it should be, right? It's been a while since I've got the 4 of Cups in reverse and the Ace of Cups upright. So it's like, I feel as though there's an inclination to kind of wing it from the background, if that makes sense. Usually when you come out, Scorpio, in a reading, you're it's like you're a king, you're a queen, you're an emperor, you're an empress. So there's this. So it's interesting that the Queen of Coins is coming out in reverse, and the Knight of Wands comes out upright right before the Queen of Coins, which is telling me there's an inclination to chill, to fall back, I don't want to say let other people do the heavy lifting, but you've got other things on your mind right now. Dare I say you've got yourself on your mind right now, which would make a lot of sense because that's been the theme for you in my readings, at least for a while now, this feeling of investing in self-care, self-love, realization of the self, tapping into who you are authentically. Yeah. It's very intriguing to me because, like I say, usually you're a queen, you're coming out as a king, you're coming out as an emperor or an empress. Here you are, steady chilling as the Knight of Wands, and very much so proud of that. You know, you want to be in the background right now. Yeah. Um, and I'm almost feeling like you being a Knight of Wands, you know, but also holding your cup high to receive the blessings that come with that, or at least wanting all the cups and wanting all the glory, is putting you in a position where for the first time you could care less. And I think that's why I keep hearing couldn't be bothered, right? And that's what a knight does. They do their duty, but they can go home and have a bunch of drinks. A queen's job never really ends. You've been a queen for a while. You've been an emperor for a while. You'd like the perks of doing a duty, you know, because you're an honorable, committed, you have that obsessive personality, Scorpio, where you have to get it done, you have to see things through. And now you've got the opportunity to do just that, but also to receive plenty of blessings. To And it's like when you're holding this cup, you're holding it up high, so high, almost in a way, not even almost, in a way in which you understand that you are deserving of all your blessings. At the same time, you also understand that you do have a job to do. You do have responsibilities. You do have things that have to be taken care of. But when you're off the clock, you're off the clock, and you're gonna enjoy life. Yeah, that's what's coming through. It's like this enjoy what I just said. You're not trying to be, oh, no ways. The Emperor, the Awakening card, the Moon card, and the Nine of Swords. Look at all these major arcana coming up. Oh, wow. The fact that I'm even like, okay, here we go. Here we go, Scorpio. Couldn't be a scorpionic reading without something to make things spicy, right? Emperor card coming out upright. Awakening card coming out. Yeah, because you've done that. Or if you've done it, you like, I feel like, yeah, I've done this. I'm now, I can do what I want. That's what I'm hearing. I've awakened. I am using my intuition. I am separating and finding who I am as in my identity. That's what I'm getting with the Nine of Swords. But I'm doing these things. I'm open to things. I've opened up. I've woken up. I've tapped into my intuition. And that's why I make the decision of sometimes being an emperor and sometimes being a queen and sometimes being a knight. That's what an emperor does, right? Or that's what someone who is inclined or has the traits to be an emperor, empress. That's what they do. They understand when they are supposed to be, you know, helping the world and a humanitarian, if you will. They understand that. And then they understand that sometimes they just want to go outside and look at birds play in the water all day. Sometimes they need that. And that's what you are, that's what's coming through for you right now, Scorpio. That need to, that need for balance. There we go. That need for balance. Oh, really interesting here for you, hey? Like, just what an interesting reading. I did not, like, I expected something like this. Because when you're meditating and you hear things like, couldn't be bothered, eh? But that's what I'm getting. I'm not getting with the reversals that you haven't done the work. You're not using your intuition. You haven't transcended. No, no, no. I'm getting you have. And right now you've set it aside. Right now you're not inclined towards being in the 4 5D or in the different realms. Right now your feet are firmly and solidly in the 3D. There's things you have to take care of in the 3D. By taking care of them in this world, in this dimension, you're taking care of your mental health, your physical health, your spiritual health. It's just in a different way, you know. And with how heavy the energies are, I don't blame you for going this route as well. Hey, Scorpio, the energies are wild right now with Mars and Venus both together, moving together into a conjunction that's, what is it? It's like conjuncting, going from Capricorn to Aquarius. So they're gonna be in Capricorn and slowly moving into Aquarius, backed by Pluto. Like, it's a lot. Um, it's a lot. So I don't blame you for setting aside these particular energies right now and focusing on a different side of yourself. Mm. Five of Wands in reverse, the Six of Swords in reverse, the Page of Coins, and the Seven of Coins. So there is potential for you to come into conflict with yourself, for you, with this choice you're making to set aside, particularly the spiritual stuff. Not that your decision is going to negatively affect your spiritual growth, but it might put a pause on it for a bit. That's what I'm seeing here. Just a slight pause on things while you take care of earthly things and the 3D matters. But it's not going to be a long journey, that this current inclination to kind of just wing it from the background and just, shoot from the hip and devil may care, and I couldn't be bothered to really read a self-help book. I'd rather have a tub of ice cream. This energy that you're in right now is brief. Yeah, it's brief. It may cause a little bit of a delay in terms of particularly the spiritual aspect and spiritual growth side, but you need it. That's what I'm seeing. You really need it, Scorpio. It's tough being a Scorpio because you guys, we're inclined to be deep. We're inclined towards the metaphysical. We're constantly thinking about the other side. Constantly. Mm, mm, constantly. So what I'm seeing here is that while you suspend that for a bit, it makes sense that obviously, and I don't want to use the word neglect, but when you don't pay attention to someone, you are neglecting it. So it is going to put a pause on that for a second, hot second, until you make your comeback to your full self. Because right now, what I'm seeing with the Five of Wands in reverse is, it is saying that we're neglecting one side, and paying attention to another side. I'm enjoying that for you though, for sure. I'm enjoying it. Woo! The Tower card, Eight of Swords in reverse, and the Seven of Wands. I mean, you can't expect yourself to be you know, chilling in one aspect of the self and certain things not crumble, right? Because especially when you concentrate on one side of yourself and one side of things, if you will, things have to fall apart to regain their structure again. So it's like, as well, it's like the storm before the calm, if you will. And at the same time, it's like the calm before the storm. You know, as with any changes or any major upheavals in your life where you're forced to look at things from a different perspective, or you want to, or you're inclined to, the way you relate to people is definitely going to change. And that's what I'm seeing here with this, with the three cards I just pulled: the Tower, the Eight of Swords in reverse, and the Seven of Wands. What I'm seeing is, you know, some people might not take too kindly to the fact that you're focusing on a particular aspect of the self, and you may feel as though you'll have to defend yourself from them. So it's like a collapsing and rebuilding of the structure that is, of the tower that is the self. I mean, and for the most part, you know, that's how you build better relationships, right? From an upheaval of sorts. So my inclination is to say that it won't be well received. How you're moving won't necessarily be well received, especially because you are entirely focused on yourself, these aspects of yourself. But ultimately, your decision will be beneficial for yourself. Not gonna lie, you will be forced to defend yourself, but ultimately, change is good. Change is what everyone needs to relate to at a time where all of the changes are happening, all of the changes are imminent. And that concludes your reading, Scorpio. I hope you take care and happy March.